The challenge for CIOs is that they're maintaining a legacy that was built for a different generation of technology. Not one different generation, 3 generations ago. The systems that run most corporations right now are mainframe types of systems that were designed for a different architecture. So while they go home and they watch their mothers, their grandmothers using iPads, using all the sexy applications on Wi-Fi and 3G and so on, they have to watch their users using systems that were really built on 30 to 70 types of devices, and they built new front ends onto them, and they've been patching these together, and they're antiquated systems. So what they need to do is to have skunkworks projects to take the information that's in these databases, the data models, create APIs for them. So the IT people create the APIs, and then they have these skunkworks, and it can be the same people that do it. Maybe what they do is they tell their IT folks, 20% of the time you're going to be building iPhone applications. I tell you, these guys will be thrilled because it's really, really, really fun. And they get to let their creative energies
and their careers will be reinvigorated.
Their careers will be reinvigorated, but they have to have the discipline. It has to come from top down, because no IT person is going to come to them and saying, boss, I want you to give me 20% of my time to build some sexy iPhone apps.
Yes, and the top down means the CEO has to give permission to IT to do that, because the financial guys, the CFO and so forth, will be all over them if they're not entirely spending all their time on using IT to drive down costs.
Right. But this is something that the CIO has to do. It's not the CEO's job. The CIO has to now realize that there's a big difference here between the new world and the old world.
And a lot of CIOs don't have that kind of authority within their organizations. Well, there's a great divide between those that have the ear of the CEO and those that are under the thumb of the CFO.
Then they better go and talk to their CEO bosses and say, look, boss, you see what your mother's using? I want to be able to give our users the same technology that grandma's using.